We're going to start with one of our keynote speakers for today. We're extremely blessed to be joined by someone who's internationally renowned as an economic expert of our generation.
My heart is broken when I see what's happened. That these little pieces of shit that you call out man to man and they wouldn't know whether the piss of shit are telling us what to do. Hey, little Warren Wilhelm, shove that mandate up your ass. This is the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Hey, Wilhelm, did you hear that? All right. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These little tight-ass little pieces of crap don't know what happiness is. It goes on that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Our consent, not yours. Shove that mandate up your ass. 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 Shove that mandate up your ass.
We have to have our higher selves doing the work. And it's not by arguing, it's not by being angry, because that's not our higher selves. Alright? We have to vibrate higher. So here are some numbers. Shame, 20 hertz. Aren't we all getting shamed for not being vaccinated? They want to lower us, right? Fear, 100 hertz. Isn't that what's constantly being blasted? Anger, 150 hertz. Now, plenty of us have felt angry. And that's what we emote when we're talking to people. That's when we need to pause. Love. Love is 500 hertz. Joy is 540 hertz. Peace, 600 hertz. And enlightenment, 700 hertz. Huge difference from those lower vibrations. This is where we need to be. This is where we need to stay. There's gonna be times where we're angry and we're fearful. Let's acknowledge that, but let's not stay there. Okay, your higher self is strengthened when you vibrate high and you share that with others. Come from a place of love first. Love yourself first. It's easier for you to love others. We have to share as much knowledge as possible, but we can't do it from a place of hostility. These entities causing the chaos know this and want us to behave this way because it won't galvanize us. It won't strengthen us. It won't be our highest selves. And when we vibrate, they have no power. When we vibrate higher, they have no power. We can create a world of peace and freedom, which is truly what we want, only when we vibrate high. And in the words of Walter Mercado, anyone who's Latino knows this, paz y mucho, mucho amor.
15 days. Death toll tallies, intubations, lockdowns, masks save lives, months pass by, get tested, vaccines save lives, months pass by, death toll tallies, economic collapse, months pass by, masks don't work, vaccines don't work, the tests don't work, get tested anyway. Do you see it yet? Climate change, sex change, follow the science. Men are women, ignore the science. Women are cis, they don't exist. Breastfeeding is chest feeding. They, them, kids are sexual. Little girls are kinky. 8-year-old drag queens because trans is beautiful and degeneracy is tolerance. Do you see it yet? 1776, 1984, left, right, socialism, communism, globalism, new world order, chaos, disorder, BLM, CRT, MAGA, Antifa, defund, debase, erase, virus death toll declines, crime death toll surges, open borders, kids in cages, kids trafficked, kids raped, kids killed in the womb. Get jabbed anyway. Variants, because you're not complying. Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Thank you, God bless.
But I want everybody to raise their hand because I want to ask you a question. I got a new question today. Raise your hand. What's wrong with you? So damn lazy. Raise your hand. Everybody. Being so polite. Now the question today is, are you free? I'm going to ask you one more time. The question today is, are you free? Now the reason I asked it is because it's important. Because for a year and a half, you've been acting like slaves. I'm not here to make you feel good today, I know. Sometimes I show up, I'm selling hope. I'm talking about God, I'm going to do it all today. But today is the day you stop acting like what? Slave. Are you a slave? No. So we don't have to ask for permission to live. We don't have to ask for permission to breathe. We don't have to ask for permission to work. We don't have to ask for permission. And you're asking for too much permission. Yeah, you're all running around here trying to get exemptions. That means that you're playing into their game. Do you need an exemption to love your wife? Do you need an exemption to love your partner? Do you need an exemption to love your children? You know why? Because what? We are not slaves. Are you slaves? Do you choose freedom?
The 10th Amendment says that whatever laws, whatever authority is not given to the United States, the federal government, is reserved for the states, which means that our governors, our mayors, our local leaders have the right and the authority to step between an unjust federal government and the citizens of their states, right? That's what they're supposed to do. But unfortunately, we see what's happening there. They're all co-opted. So now who is that authority now given to? To the people. What's not exactly. It's reserved to the states and the people. So what does that mean? That means that if your governor, if your mayor, if your senator, your congresspeople fail to step in between an unjust government, federal government, and its laws, then we the people have the right, and not only a right, but an obligation to stand and resist that federal government. That power is given to us by the same Constitution that they're using against us. Do you understand me? You have to understand this. You have to, so that when you open your mouth and speak, they don't know what to do with you, because you are armed with truth. This is no time to be quiet. This is no time to be quiet. This is the time for war. You understand? They may be winning some of the little battles, but we will ultimately win the war. Because as I always say, who are these uncircumcised Philistines that they should stand against the armies of the living God? Love you all. God bless you, and God bless America.